What is direct sales? Although it may seem complicated, it's pretty simple. Direct sales is cutting out the middleman. Rather than the products being shipped to a storefront, marked up, and then sold, they're being sold directly to the consumer. And in direct sales, the consumer can eventually fall in love with the product enough to sell it. But why would anyone want to do that? Well, there's many reasons. They may be looking for another source of income, they may want to get their product at a cheaper price, or they may want to build an organization that has the potential of paying them 6 to 7 figures. Let's look at some pros and cons of direct sales. The advantage to the consumer is they don't have to open an office or store products. Thus, there's very little risk or overhead. And the people they share the products with will either become consumers or reps for the products as well. This creates a residual income that can continue to pay them again and again over the long term. In a good company, the people and culture can be incredible. Imagine tons of self-motivated, positive, supportive people who love what they do and want to see you successful. It can be a very contagious culture because of that. And if you are successful in creating large residual income, this can create incredible time freedom. Direct sales reps are also independent contractors, so they design their own hours and they never have any requirements to fulfill. And best of all, they don't have a boss. Some cons, well, these aren't necessarily negatives, they're just the realities of what it takes to be successful. You have to be able to influence others in order to recruit. You must be self-motivated. And as I mentioned, you don't have a boss, so you really have to be your own boss. Discipline and organizational skills are definitely needed as well. If you choose to take full advantage of the company's compensation plan, you will also be in charge of the growth and development of a team. Also, direct sales are monitored by the FTC and the DSA, also known as the Direct Sales Association. So there are watchful eyes on the industry and a complete set of rules and regulations the companies must follow. This is very important to the credibility and the integrity of the direct sales industry. While many will claim this is an unregulated industry, just take for example Vemma. Vemma was shut down in 2016 by the FTC. Only 2% of their affiliates earned over $30,000, and the majority of earnings occurred through affiliates rather than the consumer. In this case, we see a model of cash flowing up to the affiliates, but no value flowing down to the consumers. This is another name for a pyramid scheme. Legitimate direct sales companies will have cash flowing up to the affiliates and value flowing down to the consumers. While the cases of Vemma are rare, it is important to know what to look for in a good direct sales company. Here are some factors to consider. Longevity. New is not better. Don't let people convince you of this. You will hear things like, get in on the ground floor, it's the best time to be a part of this. Or it's been around for a while, so there's no chance to make money. That's not true, and it's actually a very uneducated statement. A good direct sales company will compensate all of their distributors the same, so it won't matter if you get into it on year 1 or year 25. Also, look for small initial fees. The advantage of direct sales is low risk. So if you have to risk a ton of money up front, it will be difficult to convince others to do the same. No or low monthly minimum payments. Mandatory monthly fees turn into unhappy customers, and no one wants that. No product auto ship. If you have to put people on auto ship in order to sell the product, it's probably not that good to begin with. More customers than distributors. This may be tougher to research, but usually an established company will have many online testimonials. Keep in mind, just like Disneyland, you will find good and bad testimonials. The more important factor to consider here is that you trust the source who introduced you to it and find some positive, non-biased testimonials online. Credibility and research. If the product you sell needs credibility and research, then make sure the company is transparent about how they formulate and deliver their product. For example, if it's a nutritional company, you need to know who is making the product, how the products are being checked, and whose reputation is on the line when the products are released. There's your 101 on direct sales. So the question is it for you? Make sure to do your research before committing to a specific company. It's easy to say yes right away, but a quick decision can lead to trouble. So if you can't find a reason to say no, it's time to go find a reason to say yes.